So I just want to say I'm sorry for treating this cube just so harshly in the past. I've had it for over a year, and with new releases like the X-Men Tornado and WRM, I just I don't see why it's so expensive. But regardless, I've decided to spend a week just to spend time with this cube. I set it up again, I lubed it again, and now I took a week to just solve with it. I haven't used any other cube, and my opinion's kind of changed. So, as a speed cuber, I love this cube so much. It's perfect. It has a great speed. I love kind of faster cubes, and the core magnets really help with that speed. And of course, it has an adjustment system. So if you're not really big with the speed, you don't like it that much, then you can always kind of turn that down. But then again, the core magnets are amazing. I love core magnets so much. So much so, I bought an X-Men Tornado with core magnets, and I love that cube. But core magnets are amazing. And previously, it was the only thing that actually kind of made me use the GAN 11, is because I wanted core magnets in all my other cubes. Performance, it's amazing. Like, corner cutting is great. It aligns so easily due to core magnets. And of course, the only thing I'm kind of off about this is the magnet strength isn't that good. I think it's a little too high. So like I said, it's a great cube, but and this is a very big but to me. A very big one. It's just not a good casual cube. If you're cubing casually, the feel isn't there. It's very creaky in my opinion. It feels cheap almost, but it's not cheap. It's made expensively, but it feels cheap due to the just how light it is. So, for example, you have a unhealthy food like cookies. Cookies taste amazing. I love cookies. You love cookies. If you don't love cookies, you're weird. And then you have another food that's a lot healthier and better for you, and I guess naturally we don't like it as much simply because it's hard to imitate the taste of sugar. Sugar's just amazing and very unhealthy. But that's exactly what the GAN is. GAN, it doesn't taste good. It doesn't feel good. Like, the Tornado is an amazing cube, and it feels amazing, and I like it more, but it just doesn't perform as good. And the GAN performs a lot better, but I just don't like it. And then another thing is the XS and the X. Why did that magnetic system, why did the adjustment system not transfer over to the 11? With the GAN XS, you had a good magnetic just adjustment system, and it worked really well. And I think these magnets in the 11M Pro, for how strong they are, I think they would have worked really well if they had a magnet system attached to it. But it doesn't. So why did GAN take a step back in that area, but also take a step forward in almost everything else? It doesn't make any sense. There is room for a magnet system, and honestly, you can probably DIY. So I think that was just GAN being lazy, in my opinion, or at least trying to get it as light as possible, which that's another problem. But again, I'll get into that a little later. So overall, I love this cube, but I also hate it. That's not a bad thing. It's a very love-hate relationship. Sometimes I go through little spots where I'm like, oh my gosh, this cube's amazing. And sometimes I'm like, bro, this cube's terrible. Why'd I buy this? But again, it's just so weird. Is that, like, I don't know, it's either one or the other. And I can't feel that. As just a casual cuber, The casual cuber side of me. I hate this cube so much. I don't want to use it because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't make my solves feel good. Of course, just casually, like around the house. But then I take it again and I'm actually trying now. Like, I want to get better. So just as a speed cuber, someone who wants to improve the cubing, this cube's amazing. You see, it's just there's two halves of me. I want to get better at speed cubing. I want to actually be like good, and then there's a half like I just cube casually and I just enjoy it. Like in the car, just as a kind of a pastime, as a nice hobby. It's just it works with one side, but it doesn't work with the other, and I think that's just my main problem. Why I love the Tornado so much, because it works with both. But overall here, and this is the sentence I want to leave all you guys on. It's a good cube, but Gan could have done better. I'm sorry, Gan. You just could have done better. And this is really shown in the 12 as well. I did pull up another cube called the X-Men Tornado V2. It's a great cube, and if you're in the market for a new speed cube, you should really consider it. And I have a review right here. Trust me, you should really consider this cube. It's just so great. The feel's great and everything. It's really mainable and it's on par to every flagship. I love you guys and girls. Bye.